Ladies and gentlemen, it's time for some heat. What's up, guys? That guy with a pencil here. Fun fact: I do me too. Have it on me and keep it on me at all times. Say another fun fact: Kagurabachi, chapter 92. The swords. Oh my toes are curled. They why did the left one just crack? I think that was a toe that rarely ever. That was like not my pinky toe. What is the? Would it be my ring toe? Because this is the thumb, this is the pointer finger, this is the middle finger, this is the ring finger, this is the pinky. So does it come to, what is that? I'm getting way too sidetracked. I shouldn't do this. What is the toe next to the pinky toe called? It is called the ring toe. The fourth toe, the middle toe. Wait. What's the toe next to the pinky called? The fourth toe knows the ring. Is it actually the ring toe? I keep getting AI answers. What's it? Thumb toe, innermost toe. Core, don't deceive me now. Digits. Holics. Okay, whatever. I'm not gonna lie. I guess it is the ring toe. So yeah, I think my ring toe cracked, which never does that. No, I'm used to my. There we go. My big toe just cracked. I just curled them again. But let's see. What was I talking about? But I'm excited. My toes are curled because we're about to see, presumably, are we about to see fight? But then again, can Kiri intervene in this fight? I'm not actually sure. She was mobile enough to cut the wall last chapter and kick it, and just straight boot it at what's his name, at Hokuto. But I don't know if she's still relevant enough to keep up in this match. But we already do have 4 swords of it. So let's see. Let's always see we're title top right into chapter 92. Y'all thought I forgot, didn't you? I don't just have it on me and keep it on me. We're pre-drawn. It's Kagurabachi, dog. Let me pull so you can see the full blade of worthiness in frame. Hold on. A little further back. Yeah, buddy. So let's see. I'm excited. I know y'all were actually cool with her voice just being like a slight differentiation of my voice. So we're going with that. Let's see. Okuto. Hey, was that? Yeah. You saved him for me, didn't you? Oh. I love Hokuto way too much. He is number 3. He's number 3. It literally goes right now, Hirohiko, Yura, Hokuto. And if Hokuto keeps this up, he may surpass Yura. It really depends on how Yura acts. If they're both here, it may depend on how he acts this chapter. But I love Kukuri too, but at least one that we've had a name for and extensive screen time, I don't think there's been a single Hishaka member that's missed. I even like Toto, even though she hasn't done much. Let's see. You saved him for me, didn't you? Whatever. He was just too strong. Oh! But you know what? He's looking away when he says that. Maybe he did. Maybe, because I don't know. I don't know the guy from A Can of Paint. Despite this man appearing, chapter 28, and we're almost at 100, I feel like we barely know anything about this man, but he does seem like a pretty nice guy. I wouldn't be shocked. I mean, obviously, I highly doubt he could have just dipped Uruha at any time, but maybe he could have tried a bit more seriously. And as someone pointed out, at least at the end of last chapter, because they do look completely unharmed here. In fact, I can go to it. That's the beauty of being on the Viz website, baby. Let me get right back to the end of last chapter. Someone pointed out in the comments that if you look at them both, it seems like Uruha actually received more damage, right? Like he has, notably his cloak looks a bit more torn up here, though admittedly that could just be the angle of the cloak itself. But he has 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, actually, that may just be his eye marking, but 5 different scratches. Well, meanwhile, Yura just seems to have the one notable one and some dirt on his clothes. So ultimately, you could argue that Uruha came out way more damage than Yura did. So maybe Yura could have taken the battle a bit more seriously and not saved Uruha for Hokuto. But at the same time, I do believe Uruha is just comp. Though admittedly, it does look at the start of the chapters like they've been reset back to neutral. I'm not saying it's a healing factor. It's just that Sensei didn't want to draw it. But I will get on that. If they were fighting and you're going to show battle damage, just give the battle damage. It could have been dirt. Let's see. He was just too strong. Hey, it's been a minute, Natsuki. Why so sluggish? Oh, so he actually noticed that. You know what? I'll give it that. I'll give Natsuki this. Even if he doesn't like Uruha and he was under the presumption that he was dead, he's like, he still is hit. He respects Uruha's craft enough to be like, actually move it a little slow. And you know what? I will give that. The fact that Uraho was slowed down, he was actually weighed down by the Dancing Lion's Head sorcery, and he was still keeping up with Ura, does show that he is definitely still probably a whole tier above. But let's see. Why so sluggish? Oh, the enemy's like, darn it! I'm so because it's so close to my voice and how I speak. It's kind of throwing me off doing Ura's voice. Let's see. The enemy sorcery made my body heavy, but I'm good now. What about you? Shut up. Natsuki. But like, I get it though. I get it. Especially, notably though, it's weird for me because I'm the eldest. I also have a brother, right? Singular, but he's the younger one. So notably, I've never really had like the whole older sibling comparison, and notably, I'm at least in my family, I'm in like a weird age gap range where like my next oldest cousin, who is like literally my direct biological cousin, was nowhere near me. So I didn't actually have that, and a lot of my older cousins were like years older than me. Like I think the closest one in age on my mom's side is like maybe 13 years my senior. So obviously I never had like a close brotherly dynamic with anyone that I could look up to and be like, okay, that's the older brother. I want to like surpass him or do the same things that he's doing, because I never had it. But I can definitely understand Natsuki being like, oh, I just don't like this guy. But you gotta respect the crowd, Natsuki. You gotta respect game. Ball knows ball. Let's see. Shut up. His reaction time that he's not even trying at. Ah, okay, so interesting. Natsuki is able to tell that Hokuto is still holding back to some degree. This guy's the one. This guy's the tough one, right? Yeah, with an arm that strong, and it's not even his dominant one. He spent some time swinging that sword. Ah, interesting. So even Kiri, who definitely is loath to give people their due respect. I don't know. I like I said, I've known Kiris in life before, and it's hard to get them to respect darn near anybody. So the fact that she's like, yeah, he's a tough boy. He's built like that. Don't sleep. That means it's truthful. But obviously, Hokuto being a ball. But then again, that really does make you wonder: was Yura just lying to that kid, or is that guy actually the strongest? Is he actually the strongest in Nishaku? Like that. Now I'm really. The more and more we see Hokuto and Yura both in action, I am very, very interested to see just how powerful that kid really is. Because he got one tap. I mean, he took no damage. He took barely any damage from being kicked through that wall. But he got kicked through the wall. So, I don't know. We'll see. Yeah. He spent some time swinging that sword. Interesting that she was able to tell us it's not a dominant one. But it does make sense. Kiri, go with Hakuri to the Shinichi. Me? I'm the only one who doesn't get paid back. Okay. Kiri. You low-key got level diffed. I'm not gonna lie to you. You may not be built for this. Quit whining, you brat. Dude, you're so rude. Oh, man, but you know what? I can't say. Did I ever have a dynamic like this? It wasn't to this full degree, because there are levels to that. Are we actually just gonna get straight to it? It's gonna be epic. But it wasn't like we were in the same boat as this, because notably none of us had like surpassed each other. But there was one guy I know who was basically just as good as me, but like just slightly off brand for me. He was almost just as fast as I was. He was stronger. He was just as smart as me. So like in certain aspects we did have like that distinct rivalry, but we had completely different personalities, right? Like he was admittedly a bit more brash than your boy. I've always, because of how I was raised, like from my family background, I was raised to be polite. But he had a family background that was more like open and relaxed. So we did have parallels like this where we bounce off each other like this, but not to the same degree, because I don't think that guy disliked me. Who knows? Maybe I may try to be the around that situation. I don't think he disliked me, but we were similar enough to the point where like I still remember I was like, dude, chill out, watch your mouth. What are you doing? Let's see. Dude, you're so rude. Pfft, fine. You old dudes handle these old dudes. Just make sure you kill them. Kiri's like, fine, if I can get my lick back, you better. You better. But also, this is target priority. She's probably realizing that, yeah. Not only is she probably currently not comp at the moment, especially considering I think she's probably still weighed down. Is Uraha still weighed down? Is the curse still in effect? Yeah, it is. At least if this is any indication. Made my body heavy. Oh, but I'm good now. Okay, so it faded. Okay. So I wonder, was it like a range thing? Is the guy who was relaxed, who made the Mako Demon Bites or the Dancing Lion Heads, did he just leave? I wonder why his sorcery shut down. So now everyone's back to normal essentially, including Kiri. So Kiri may, well, she may still not be comp, but still, she's back to base. But at the same time, ultimately, this is a distraction, as Yura himself admitted. So it makes sense that Ura's like, what? No, I'm going back to Ura's old voice. They're kind of just baiting us. Go to get to the Shinichi, get rid of it. Whatever they're doing, they're trying to cook us. Let's see. Oh, okay, yeah. This duo already, fantastic. I already like this duo more. It is crazy because they've had I've only had 3 pages of them interacting, but I like this duo more than I liked Uraha and Samura for the short time we had that duo. I love this. Let's see. She's talking about you. No, it's you. Man, how old? These guys do have to be relatively old, though, right? Do I have is their age listed? Hold on. Uraha. Blink, Kagurabachi. Let me see. Do they have his age on the wiki? Yoji Uraha. Oh, he's 35. I mean, it's not old. Not old. Like, notably, I would even say, especially with how life expectancy is, well, I guess technically, by life expectancy being around 70 now, I guess that as actually technically genuinely midlife. But I don't know, I think of people, living 80. So, notably, I don't even really think you're old until you're, 65? is that weird to me? I don't know. Because, then again, I just have freakishly strong and youthful family members. That is just, I may be a poor judge of character, because all the people I know who are older in my life are just freakishly strong and able-bodied. so maybe I am off. But I do like how both of them, we're both old. But we're not that old. They're specifically bouncing off of each other. No, it's you. Alright, Hokuto and you're both posted up. Let's see. Oh, alright, he just introduced himself. Yoji Uraha. It's an honor to meet you. My name is Hokuto. I respect your feats with the enchanted blade in the Seisei War. Yo, stop winking at me like that, Hokuto. You gotta make me hop up in this manga real quick. Let's see. Yeah, so much is said by simple facial expression. They're like, ew. I've long dreamed of fighting you with my whole body and spirit. Oh, okay. I'm the one who killed Ibuki Misaka. Uh-oh. Natsuki's like, wait, what? My sorcery allows me to create armored dolls and operate them remotely. Oh, okay, so essentially what he did last chapter, we made that shell. He essentially was forming an armored doll around himself, I'm guessing. Then again, he could be lying. Who knows? Let's see. I'm also the one who killed Kunishiki Rokuhira. I pierced his heart with a katana. Uh-oh! Chat, is this rage bait? Chat, is this rage bait of the highest variety? Bro's like, I need y'all on 12. Not 10. Not 12. I need y'all desperate to murder. He really said, oh, you'd be mad about this, and you'd be really mad about this. I did both of those things. That person that you've been wondering about all these years, who took their life, yeah, that was me. Now what you gonna do about it? Yo, I love Hogan. He's number 2. He's number 2 already, just about this. Let's see. I pierced his heart with a katana. And this man next to me is Yura. Hokuto? What's all this about? Yo, Yura's like, why are we rage baiting? I love it. Yura's like, dog, why are we rage baiting? Why right now? Why? I literally just told you I couldn't beat Ura. Why are we? It's even worse now that I remembered that Ura's being weighed down. So literally Yura's like, why are we rage baiting? I literally just told you I couldn't beat that guy while he was weighed down and nerfed. He's no longer nerfed. What is happening? Hang on, I'm almost done. This man is our leader. Hey. I love that. Yo, Kagurabachi, it's OP. I'm 4 pages in. It's already worth the pre-draw. But let's see. This man is our leader. Hey. Of course, he's the one who ordered Rokuhira's and Misaka's deaths. We've all pledged our allegiance to him. He's irreplaceable. Yo, okay. First things first. Them going aura for aura like this, all this. Wait not. Let's see, I literally do have a katana. I'm gonna use the generic katana, so I'll use this one. Them all posted up like this. Ready to roll like this. Yo, so it's so it's funnily enough, it's like a standoff in those old Western movies. Except obviously they don't have Spaguda shots, they don't have guns, they have swords. But let me see what goes back. But Hokuto being like, wait, Yura, let me finish the rage bait. That's crazy. Let's see. Garcia is the one who ordered Rokuhiro's and Misanka's deaths. We all pledged our allegiance to him. He's irreplaceable. Very unlike the Spider, which is another anime organization where the leader is replaceable, supposedly. Supposedly. He's not really, but supposedly. Let's see. That pretty much covers it. As for sorcery, let's say anything goes. Oh, okay. So at least he was kind enough to not snitch. So he rage baited, but he didn't completely give up the game, right? He told them his sorcery, supposedly. Once again, he may be lying. It's weird. How did he do the whole armor thing? Unless it was him, like, maybe on the way to create the puppets, maybe his own armor flakes off and turns into the armored dolls. Hard to tell. But he didn't give up Yura's sorcery. So, obviously, we're still keeping that a mystery, which does imply, and it makes sense, though, that Yura's going to survive this fight. But let's see. That pretty much covers it. As for sorcery, let's say anything goes. Alright. Let's see. He's going to draw the blade again. Very interesting. So he consistently, he always does a twofold process. Like, notably, I don't know how to wield a sword. In fact, someone pointed out to me, I wield the katana backwards. It's actually, I'm supposed to wield it like this. I'm not supposed to do it like this. So just goes to show you how much I don't wield swords. But very interesting. And thank you to that person who pointed that out to me. He does this. He takes the sword, he pushes the sword out of the sheath. And notably, the reason I'm guessing he does it is to loosen it at first because, okay, these swords are loose. What's a good sword to do this with? Are you loose too? Let's see. I'll use you. I like you. But if you'll notice, a sword will not come out as long as it's stable. I'm not even, in fact, let me hold it on its edges with 2 fingers. So you can see, I'm holding it on the edge, 2 fingers. The sword itself is not falling out. It's because the end of the sword, the base here, this area essentially is thick enough to lock in the sword. So what Hokuto does, he very specifically, in fact, because of how this blade is sheathed, I guess this is the proper way to wield it. Essentially, it's interesting that he always does this. Let me get the angle right. He pops it out first like this. Notably, I feel like every other sorcerer we've seen, every other sorcerer we've seen in this series, they yank it out immediately with their spare hand. And notably, he's one of the rare, well, actually, no, he's not rare. Summer does it too. He grips it like this. We see a lot of characters, obviously, like purity style users grip the blade like this. He always goes for the proper traditional grip, or they go for what I think is a reverse grip. I'm not sure. Let's see. Anything goes. Oh, as for sorcery, let's say anything goes. Maybe that means Yura can do anybody's sorcery? Maybe he is. I feel like ironically that would be a very Crow-like leader. Maybe he can copy other people's sorcery? That's why he says maybe anything goes? I don't know. Let's see. Huh? Huh? Wait! We just started! We just started! Darn! The Blitz of Doom and this, he couldn't even... Yeah, there are levels to it. There are definitely 100 million duodecillion% levels to it, dog. He took the whole hand. For what? Well, obviously for good reason. Like, obviously he cared deeply about Kunishige. But darn! And he's already resheathing. So before Hokuto could even touch his katana, or straight remove the right... Okay. And look at he's still... Like, he must have not registered. Look at how high up in the air it is. This is a fantastic perspective shot, too. Man, Hokuto's you cook. But look at... Ura's not even smiling. He's just like... Oh, sweet mother of mercy, I'm so happy I get to take your life. But let's see. Boom. Oh, even Natsuki got blitzed. He's like he was not ready. Okay. But look at that. They're both, yeah. The thing is, Yura is there, but they're both trying to murder Hokuto. Hokuto did a dual rage bait. He's like, my dual rage baiting technique from the Heian era. Haven't used this in a while. But ultimately, all the rage bait was directed towards him, right? Like, he actually committed the acts, even if Yura ordered them. So, like, yeah, we gotta... You need to die. Let's see. Yeah. White purity style. Absolutely incredible. Oh, and so he is ambidextrous, right? He's going to wield his very same sword with the left hand. So maybe that's why. Maybe he's predominantly left-handed, And he always does this because out of habit he's used to wielding it with his left hand, or maybe he's just that good. Let's see. And Natsuki comes in with the overhead. It looks like, but you know what? Even though Natsuki got blitzed here, clearly, he is moving fast enough to attack before Uraha can completely resheath his blade. Unless it's meant to be Uraha pulling it back out again for another attack. It looks like he's still mid-resheath that he was doing here, because the blade's still shrinking down back into the scabbard. But let's see. Oh! Okay. So in this case, Natsuki went in, specifically, it looks like, to possibly, just based on the angle he's moving at, it looks like he's possibly going to remove Hokuto's other arm, but this time, not only does Hokuto himself block, he's interesting. So he specifically blocks like this to immediately like defend that entire arm. Like look at where his blade is. In fact, it's on the inside of his arm. He's gripping it like this. He's not gripping it on the outside. He's gripping it on the inside like this to block Natsuki's blade. Meanwhile, Yura also comes in to block the other blade, was presumably going to do something impalement wise. So he's like, you grade A rage baiter, dog. Now I gotta protect your life. Let's see. And then, I'm right, that's just base Natsuki. He's now amplifying himself with lightning. And they tear straight through the building. Okay, wait, Ura was left behind, at least temporarily. Let's see. Yura and Hokuto, man, he genuinely already lost his arm, though. Can he get that back? I mean, is it gonna be like a Takamura situation where he can reattach it? I know Hirohiko had his arms reattached by the best genus guy who had like the thing real high. So maybe as long as they recover his hand, they'll be able to reattach it. If he survives this fight, I mean, assuming he will. So far, no Hishaku members have died, and I still don't think it's going to change this yet. Let's see. Oh! Kabanabi Headquarters, 3rd Library. Is this the same library that's mentioned before, or was this another library? Let's see. You really riled them up. For what reason? Why did you rage bait? You're just like, why on earth would you rage bait them right now? We do not need this. You're welcome. But you know what? I'll give him credit. Even though he's excited for this and he's been waiting for this entire life, you can still see Hokuto is a little bit worried. I'm assuming that is a sweat drop right here. He's like, yeah, I did rage bait. Yeah, I rage bait them pretty good, didn't I? They're a lot stronger than I thought, though. Let's see. Uh-oh. Uraha? What are you about to go in for? And wait. So he really is just blitz. Because remember, Uraha has his traditional sorcery, which does amp one of his specific stats. So maybe this is it. But he went around. He took the long way down. Natsuki burst through a wall to get them here into the 3rd library. And it looks like they went down a floor, or at least came through a wall and went down a floor. Uraha walked through another door, kicked both doors open, is like, hold on, I need to aura farm on you a little bit before I boom you. Let's see. Sorry, I know that's not Uraha's voice anymore. I'm still getting used to it. Yoji. Oh, I'm assuming this is a narrator. Maybe not. I don't think this. Yoji Uraha, fighting Prodigy. He attained the white purity style at the tender age of 6. Oh, wait, no, I think this is the narrator because of black text. Yoji Uraha, fighting Prodigy. He attained the white purity style at the tender age of 16. Oh, so he's been a master for nearly 20 years. Let's see. It's easy to imagine death in my future. I've got goosebumps all over. All right. Lunging in. Let's see if he gets blitzed this time or if he reacts. Actually, it does look like he's reacting already, because you can see how it looks like he's stepping back. He steps back. Oh, even Ura seems shocked by the widening of his eyes. So is he not using his sorcery here? In fact, no, he isn't. So Ura is specifically fighting in base. I wonder why. Let's see. So he goes in for the swing. It looks like he slashes the bridge of Hokuto's nose. Wait! Hold on! What is happening? Yo! Did we just boom Uraha? Are we booming Uraha again? Wait. Summer and Shiro are their way. But then, okay. Hold on. Wait a minute. Ooh. Can they read, like, what's the most we've seen? What's it called? What is Summer's ability called? Phoenix. I'm gonna do it. It's Tobi Mune. What is it called? I don't know. Summer is still the top search on the wiki, even though he hasn't popped up in a couple chapters. Tobi Mune. Where is it? Come to me, Tobi Mune. Come to me, Tobi Mune! Zoom! Cloud Gouger, Matsumi, Kumiyuri, Tobi Mune. There we go. Crow, Owl, Suzaku. So Tobi Mune summons flames around this bear's wounds, healing them. So we're shown to heal even normally fatal wounds. The flames will damage anyone other than the bear if you use the amplified Tobi Mune's attack power. Okay, so like my question is, Does he need the fingers? Because at least from what I remember, a lot of the wounds that we've seen Tobibune heal through Shuzaku are like slash wounds or impalements. The fingers are gone. like Ura's fingers are removed. Like he got all of them. Like the thumb is gone. These two fingers are gone. Like if anything, it looks like he may just have the pinky and the ring finger left. So will those be able to be healed without the fingers themselves being there? Would he be actually be able to regenerate those fingers with Shuzaku? I don't know. Let's see. A bit shallow, I suppose, but I got his left hand. Payback for my right hand. He's so goated, dog. Yo, please don't surpass. If he does something cool enough to surpass Hirohiko in like his first 5 chapters, dog, I'm gonna lose it, dog. The way I love Hokuto. Payback for my right hand. He's good. He's good. He steps backwards and evades the sword by the tiniest hair. The precise movement the blade misses. He moves and encounters. All with exquisite timing. His coordination. I'm saying so much. His coordination and proprioception. Interesting. His coordination and proprioception are exceptional. But you know what? I love that too. Ultimately, you know, Uraha is fuming. He wants this man dead more than anything in the world, right? He may be Uraform, but he really wants him gone. Because from what, if you'll remember Uraha's introduction, which was a while ago now, he really, really loved and deeply cared for Kurishige. He really cared for Kurishige Rokugera. So obviously he's boomed, but he wants to boom him. But at the same time, he's able to respect what he just witnessed, right? He's like, clearly this guy is skilled. There's a reason he's top tier. Let's see. And his strength. Oh, interesting back-to-back here. Oh, what happened? That's cool. So ultimately, they're both clashing, and even Uraha gives respect to Hokuto's strength, which he's only doing with one hand. But obviously, Uraha also only fights with one hand. But with that being the case, he went back-to-back here with Yura of all characters, not Natsuki. Natsuki's keeping the pressure on Yura, and looks like Yura has already off-screen had to sacrifice the jacket. Like, look, he was fully suited up here. Next we see him, he's jacketless. So, Natsuki, I'm guessing he already had to use a fake out on Natsuki, which is Natsuki upscale. Okay, we see everyone cooking. And I love how both of them are shot to be back to back with each other, like, you. Oh, but interesting. So, wait. Who is? Oh no, that still is Uraha. So Uraha ducks the backstab, turning his back away from Hokuto, though. Let's see. Hey. Oh, okay. So he did clash and bounce off. Don't tell me you're satisfied now with old Uraha here, who's been hitting the hot springs all this time. Wait. Don't tell me you're satisfied now with old Uraha here, who's been sitting in a hot spring all this time looking like a prune. Ah, okay. So even though Uraha kept his skills up, he's still technically rusty, right? He didn't actually do... Well, not even if he was training still, training is much different from, like, real battlefield experience. And Natsuki being a leader of one of the squads, I presume he's gone on missions. Let's see. Huh? Seems like this guy wasn't fighting at full power. Yeah, well, yeah. He may have not been fighting at full power, or you successfully rage baited him. One of the two. Okay. Okay, Natsuki throwing the sword as a mix-up? That's heinous, but that's always one of the coolest things. Honestly, weird linkage. But if we ever get to see Roxas fight again in the Kingdom Hearts series, whenever Kingdom Hearts 4 comes out, when I have grandchildren, I hope he starts to do something like this with 2 Keyblades. Considering he's the only character consistently wield 2 Keyblades, obviously Sora can do it, but he just rarely does it. In fact, he couldn't even do it in base 3. We had to wait until like the Remand update and Oathkeeper and Oblivion to be added for double form. But essentially, since he's the only character to consistently wield 2 Keyblades, I do want to see more plays like this where a character just throws one of the, like, either they have Oathkeeper and Oblivion in the background. So like, I want to play where Roxas throws Oathkeeper up in somebody's face and then slashes their guts open, dog. Because this is cool. Because that's essentially what Natsuki does here, right? He throws up the sword in his right hand, and presumably he threw it up with like some sort of marginal force, right? Just at Hokuto's face to make him focus on it and block his vision. Meanwhile, he threw up the high and then hit him with the mid, slashing him across his stomach. Very, very good. Let's see. But notably though, slashes across his stomach, but does not remove a limb, just like Uraha was able to remove at least the forearm. Wow, rusty. Let's see. Ah, okay. His initial movements are insanely fast, but he lacks that edge. Ah, okay. Oh, so I made a mistake. So maybe that wasn't the narrator speaking earlier. Maybe that was Hokuto. Let's see. His initial moves are insanely fast, but he lacks that edge. Ah, okay. So Natsuki's able to recognize it. Once you've mastered a technique, it tends to stick with you. That instinctual edge, intuition, split-second judgment calls, and moving like a knife. You lose that stuff fast if you're not continually exposed to battle. Those fine details are even more crucial than technique when master warriors fight. And I never stop fighting. Ah, yep, that's just like I thought. So he's always been on missions. So yeah, my edge is sharper than ever. Ah, look at him cheese a little bit. He's probably has one thing up over Uraha. But that makes sense, right? It's like how you can pick up things you haven't done in a while, but you won't be as good as you used to be, right? Like, I think of, very specifically, I have an example. I went ice skating recently, and I learned how to ice skate, I think, like, man, it must be a decade ago at this point. But I'd gone multiple years without. I think I'd gone 5 years without ice skating. So when I first put the skates on, not even my skates, they were borrowed skates. I just pulled them on, I tied them up real tight. I remembered everything from my lessons. And then I got on the ice, and I was a little unstable at first. But then, after a while, I got up to a certain pace. I was still able to ice skate just fine. But I wasn't able to do the things I could do 10 years ago. I wasn't able to, like, hop. I wasn't able to do spins. I was able to skate backwards a little bit, but not to the same speed. I wasn't able to go as fast as I used to because I was out of practice. So I remembered, but I couldn't do it. Same thing with riding a bike. Like, I recently rode a bike with no hands. I don't ride bikes consistently. Not at all. So I couldn't go as fast as I used to, and I didn't remember. My body didn't fully remember the old techniques I used to be able to do. I just remembered how to balance. There are moments where, unless you are consistently doing something and remembering certain things and going through those consistent experiences, where you can't do it. And notably, I think that's why the whole idea of consistently doing something will not just make you better, but will make you understand things better. Like, for example, art. The reason my best advice to anyone who wants to learn how to do art is to draw every single day and keep going and keep going and keep going is because you start to understand things that you didn't. You start to do things that you wouldn't do before because you're constantly sharpening that same blade. As long as you keep swinging, you're never going to flatten. You're just going to keep progressing and confirming the arc of your blade. So, drawing. But in this case, this is battle. So, right here, his edge is sharper than ever because he's been consistently fighting. And that does make me question Hokuto's edge, considering he's probably been consistently fighting, but fighting what, fighting who, and at what level? How many Master Swordsmen has he fought, considering Hokuto admits to be living in this state of consistent boredom? I don't know, let's see. All you Master Sword Fighter jerks, eat crow. Oddly specific. Watch my back. Natsuki Misaka's dashing past you. Ah, but yeah, that's the thing. I think it does make sense. He's still a little too focused on not being chosen, though. I think that'll be his downfall. But look at how excited Hokuto is. He's like, yeah, buddy. But I think if Natsuki's going to have a downfall, it's the fact that he's still too focused on what was instead of what is. You are now a Master Swordsman. It doesn't matter that you weren't chosen before. Prove your worth now. Which he's attempting to do. So maybe not. Let's see. Oh! And yours like, sweet mother of mercy, he's going to murder him if I don't get there. Let's see. Sorry, Hokuto. I like to take him one at a time and make sure we finish him. Yeah. So he'd be a fan of Jujutsu Kaisen. Yours all about the more efficient way to take somebody down. It doesn't matter how cool it would be to 1v1 somebody. He's like, we have to boom them. That's the whole reason why we're here. And it's obviously easier to boom somebody when you're jumping them rather than a 1v1. Let's see. Uh-oh. Let's see what's happening. Oh, and they're all fighting and falling in midair. I see you. Natsuki's razor sharp. All this time I was relaxing in those hot baths. He was still at it. Then there's this beast who's managing to handle Natsuki's attacks like it's nothing. Yeah, that is true. He didn't actually, outside of losing the cloak, or the coat, or his blazer, he didn't actually take too much damage. Oh, that's smart panel reusage right here. Though it is kind of crazy seeing these panels reused back to back, 3 panels apart. Let's see. If you're wondering which one I'm talking about this one and this one. It's literally the exact same drawing. Let's see. Everyone except me is prepared and in peak form. All the more reason to kill them now. Okay, talk smoking. Oh, even Natsuki, to have Natsuki shaking, he's like, wait a minute. Am I not calm? Let's see. Okay, so this is definitely narrator text. The former Prodigy. His skills were honed in battle as he constantly evaded death. His sword's original purpose was the skill of living. Surrounded by master warriors, at the brink of death, his instincts came flooding back. Oh! So, okay. Maybe he's still built like that. Alright, let's see. His instincts came flooding back. Okay? Yo. How metal can you be? He broke the railing by leaping off of it, okay? Draws the sword out his mouth. Or he holds the sheath in his hand, focuses his spirit energy, lunges in. Did he get a 2-for-1 special? Did he select? Yo! Hold on. Am I tweaking? I know I hit that button. It's gonna come to life. Where is it? Yeah. All right, let me X you out. There we go. Perfect. But did he hit a 2-for-1 special here? Because look at that. I don't think that's Natsuki swinging. In fact, Natsuki has a dodge. Natsuki said, wait. I know ball enough. I may die. He moved out the way. But look at that. Yura bites the scabbard, draws the blade, slashes Yura down the core, and immediately swings out and goes to impale Hokuto. But notably, Hokuto does dodge. Okay. Hokuto, he does dodge. That's actually kind of crazy. All right. Uh-oh, but everyone is still alive. And then so far, I guess Natsuki's the only one to not have taken serious damage. Because Ura's bleeding. Natsuki's covered in blood. He's missing an arm. Oh, but Yura, despite... well, maybe I'm missing it. Maybe I'm misunderstanding it. It looks like Yura was slashed here. But it's hard to tell. Because it looks like he's male... But then again, it's for the angle we're seeing him at. He's still covered in blood. Yeah, I love Hokuto. Hokuto's good. Alright, handsome character. Great aura. It's perfect. Like you heard me throughout this chapter. It's gas. Like, I don't even need to explain what the chapter's gas. Amazing action, amazing choreography, amazing character writing, fantastic dynamic work on all sides. Like, this is a 10 out of 10 chapter. It may be a 12, but I love this chapter. This may be one of my favorites in Kagurabachi for everything that was done in it. Straight beauty, straight peak, and it looks like these two are only beginning to ramp themselves up. So, I had it for the time. Thank you so much for watching. Please remember to leave a like, share, comment, and subscribe. Make sure you hit that notification so you don't miss out on any videos that come to the channel. Also do have a Patreon down below. If you've been all the way to the end of this video, please do me a favor and leave haha boah. Literally just this backwards. Haha boah in the comment section down below. And thank you so much for watching. I hope you guys have a wonderful day. This is That Guy with the Pencil, writing off. I'd like to give a thank you to our sketch tier members: Eternal Flame, Red Wolf 4765, Astro, Glacier XZ, Zera, Brandon Payne, J2MA, Guillaume, Buddha Ura, Alex Kenny, Enzo, Swift Strike, Autumn Mornings Lazo, Super Flame Zero, Yuki Ally, Azo2404, and G Prosper. And I'd like to give a thank you to our line art tier patrons: Victor Raji, Sean, Midnight Lord 21, Kevin Encarnacion, Dreadzoen, and A+A. I'd like to give a big old thank you to our Ink tier members: Austin Wimberly, Euchia, and Shrimpo the Shrimp. And I'd like to give a thank you to our digital art tier members: Jay Warrior and AZ Void. And I'd like to give a final thank you to our colored art tier patrons: Waki Munoz and Waki Munoz.